Hello, everyone. I'm John, 28 years old. Today, I want to tell you a story about me and her, a relationship that has started, has ended, but it is tragic. At that time, I and my soon to be wife, whose name is May, had been in love for 6 years. I met her at a party. It was said that when your heartbeats sync and that when both people find similarities in each other, love begins to bloom. I knew that I loved her from the first time I met her because of her charm and a beautiful personality. May was 2 years younger than me. She worked as a salesperson in a supermarket, and I was an office worker. My life with her was not exactly good, but enough. We saw each other every evening when we got home from work. We cooked and ate dinner together. The cooking was delicious. That was what I felt very proud of. Every weekend, we got to spend almost every single minute together to go to the movies and travel together. I overcame sadness and went through our ups and downs together. May, a girl with a gentle face, had always been considerate, caring, and loving to me. When the pressure of work was too much for me, just seeing her gentle and loving smile, all sorrow and fatigue suddenly disappeared. May always brought me fresh and attractive feelings, and in bed, we were always in perfect harmony. May always spoiled me, and she was extremely skillful with sex, making me crazily addicted to her. If my love for May's hot and sexy body could be quantified, my love and respect for her beautiful soul would be 10 times more. I thanked God every night before I fell asleep for giving me such a wonderful woman. We both tried to save money for our wedding. I knew it must have been tough for May to love me because of my meager salary right now, and I couldn't be sure when the fairy tale wedding in May's fantasy could happen for real. But I felt confident that two loving hearts could get through hardships together. I believed the dream wedding was not far away from us. There wouldn't be much worth saying if I recently didn't realize she was changing. She started wearing revealing clothes to work and putting on more makeup as if she needed to attract someone, which I could still tolerate and ignore. However, the worst part was our sex. We didn't have as regular sex as before. May would try to avoid me instead of harmonizing it like before. My hunch told me I needed to find out what May was doing behind my back that made her change. I had a hard time before deciding to follow May to discover what was happening to her. I spied on May after work, after she called me and said she was not able to come home for dinner because she had to work overtime. I saw May happily stepping into a white car, inside of which was a man who looked very dashing and elegant. They went to a luxurious restaurant for dinner, talking, laughing happily, and leaving the place hand in hand. I felt like somebody splashed a bucket of iced water on me watching them like that. I froze when I saw the two of them hugging each other. May had betrayed me. At that very moment, my brain still tried to defend for May by thinking of so many excuses to explain for the actions of May and the other man. Maybe they were just really close friends or colleagues, or two of them were just too drunk. Or May must have been forced into that? No, wait. Did May hug him as she hugged me? Do colleagues and friends normally do that? No way. May was doing some disgusting things behind my back, wasn't she? No! I don't want to believe in those ugly truths. I was screaming silently in my mind. I was really mad. I could not control myself anymore. I needed to know everything. I needed to know the reason as quickly as possible. But then, after a while of losing control, I tried to stay calm to talk to her. May denied everything. She kept walking around our accommodation and didn't admit any of my accusations until I showed May the pictures I was smart enough to take of them. She collapsed to the floor with tears in her eyes. My heart was broken, but I still needed to know the reason behind May's action. Finally, between tears, May said it was all because of the money she needed, because of the beautiful clothes and expensive branded bags she couldn't buy, and because of her career. Those are all the reasons why she changed. May admitted to me and further said that I was a bad boyfriend who couldn't take care of her, nor ensure a future for her. What she needed was a queen's life, not a maid's life. I knew I was just a poor employee, but my love for May has always been sincere and respectful. I never believed May would change like the way she did. The former May was just so considerate, thoughtful, understanding, and selfless. I didn't want to believe. I would not believe all of that nonsense. I wanted to find a way to make up for May, to rebuild our feelings to hold her back. I kissed her. May pushed me away and slapped me, to which I ignored and carried May onto our bed. Yet she fought against everything and acted like she was being forced. The woman who had experienced all the ups and downs with me for 6 years was like an inanimate wooden statue at that moment. May wanted to leave me for money. After that night, May packed all of her things and left. I lost all direct contacts with her, no matter how hard I tried, and could only hear about her condition from her friends. I learned that May and the rich man were still very close and intimate with each other. I was devastated. I hated her for betraying her partner just for money. I threw myself into works, hoping to make more money than ever for May to feel remorse for leaving me. But in this overcrowded society, the strong bully the weak. Earning real money is not easy. I knew I said that I hated May, but I always thought of her. I couldn't forget just yet, but still, I couldn't meet her because I am a failure. May chose to leave me for a better life. Sometime later, I met May with a completely different man from last time. They passed me, looking all affectionate and close. I dared not to believe my own eyes. Was that the same May I used to love to death? She looked sexier and hotter than ever with her heavy makeup and branded products on. May saw me but pretended not to see anything. Perhaps her life now was only about rich men and money. May's friends told me that I should feel lucky to leave May in time because now she was more like a money lover dating with all these people. She had no integrity. I felt disgusting thinking about May. The woman I once loved so much now has become like that just because of money. After a while, my work gradually stabilized. I had a quite good life. My heart was getting better, and I got a call to the emergency room in the local hospital. I was really surprised when the person in the special room was May. May laid still and couldn't breathe without the aids from a machine next to her bed. Seeing May again after a long time, the hatred and disgust which I had thought had resounded in me now returned. She slept with so many men for the dirty money. But, honey, I'm so sorry. The day I learned my mother had incurable cancer, I was depressed. You couldn't have taken care of me and my family with your salary. I couldn't let my family become your burden. What I had to do then was to earn a lot of money in the shortest amount of time to cure my mother. I lost my father early, so I couldn't afford to lose another one of my dear family members. I needed money more than anything. Can your love make me richer to be able to save my mom? I'm sorry to say the fact that it could not help at all. Only by being in relationships with those who have a lot of money can I cure my mother. They did give me money. I had to follow their orders and meet all their demands, yet they only trampled on my body. As soon as they got bored, they disappeared. Could you have had any other ways? I felt so humiliated and ashamed every time I thought of you. Another thing, I've been hiding from you, honey. We had a child together, you know, but I couldn't keep the baby. I was too cruel, and now God is punishing me. I have HIV and will die soon. If I only told you everything at that time, would it be the same? Everything was up to me, and I had to take responsibility. Thank you for the 6 years of love. The time I got to spend with you was the time I felt the most at peace. My mother did not know that I had to resort to this dirty job to earn money to cure her. Please do not tell my mother. I sincerely beg you. I was wrong not to believe in your love. I have always wished for our dream wedding. I hope you will still remember me from time to time, even when I am no longer in this world. I hope you will find a girl who understands and loves you truly. When I die and go to a faraway place, I will always be watching over you, protect you so that your later life will be more peaceful and happy. You deserve all the best things this life can offer. Goodbye, my love. That was the letter that the doctor gave me. I held her in tears. I was angry with her for hiding everything from me. I was angry at her for making my wounds forever unable to heal. And more than anything, I was angry because of how much I love her.